Mm. I don't own the rights. I don't own the rights. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, hey. It's the Keep It Moving show. Good morning. Oh, it's KRS-One in the back. In the place. Ooh, 50 more years of hip-hop. Oh, check out my baritone. Hey, it's the Keep It Moving show, and I don't own the rights to this music, although I own the rights. It's the Keep It Moving show. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Hey, good morning, Uncle Johnny. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. You and your twin. Yes. Happy birthday. Hey. Hey, August 15th, 2025, Monday morning. Good morning. I'm the KIM. In the background, that's KRS. Oh. Good morning. It was a great sports weekend. You want to talk about it? Shout out to the Ravens. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Good. Love you, Uncle Johnny. Please hug and kiss my Aunt Regina for me, please. Hey. Hey, 50 more years of hip-hop. It's the Keep It Moving show. Monday morning, where y'all at? Hey, the best, no less. Yes. It's the Keep It Moving show. Good morning, everybody. Me and KRS. You know, I'm going to tell you, I love starting my days off with KRS as I'm trying to make sure he doesn't sing anymore while I talk. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Yvette. Hey, Yvette. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for everybody logging on to the Keep It Moving show. It is 6:17 on the East Coast, 3:17 on the West Coast. Shout out to my girl, Retta Webster, and her man, Sid Beckham. They went to the fight this weekend, y'all. We gonna talk about the fight. Y'all know I don't know what time it is over there in London, right? I just don't know. Or anywhere else. I only know U.S. time. Anyway, it's to keep it. You know what? I'm going to Jamaica in a couple of weeks. I bet y'all know the time over there. It's the Keep It Moving show. Good morning, everybody. It's 6:18. I cannot wait to talk about the sports. Will, my man. How are you, Will? I hope you're having a good morning thus far, okay? So I want to just shout out everybody that's coming onto the line. We got the Bronx in the house. We got Maryland in the house. Of course, we got VA, 2 up, 2 down. VA is in the house. We also got, let me see, we got New York in the house. We got Delaware in the house. Good morning to Sissy, one of my best friends ever. I love you so much. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for logging on to the Keep It Moving show. Another Monday morning. Guys, did you guys check out the sport? Did you guys check out the fights? Did you watch the fights? Well, we're going to talk about it. Whew. I'm telling you, that Bud Crawford. Oh, Solomon, good morning. I know you watched the fights. I know you did. And I know you also saw that loss by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes. Anyway, I thank you guys for logging on. I thank you guys for getting up so early Monday morning, hanging out with me. This is so great. I am enjoying myself so much. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for the cares. Thank you for the thumbs up. I even thank you for the thumbs down, because little do you know, that actually helps me as well. I take constructive criticism very well. Sometimes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But anyway, what I want to do, I want to start off with the grim stuff first, because this is the Keep It Moving Show Express. So by the time I finish running my little mouth and having fun, the hour is up. But I've decided something, right? Hey, good morning, homie and wifey. But I've decided something, right? I've decided that when I start having my guest on, which will be very, very soon, I am going to do a whole 90 minutes. Yvette, I love you so much. I do. I love you so much. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, right? I used to do a full 120-minute show. 2 hours, right? I used to do a full 120-minute show. It was so dope. I loved it. But I was in the studio, and it was kind of easier for me to do it. But, I'm going to make some things happen. I'm going to make some things happen. And when I do, you'll be the first to know. It's 6:21 on the East Coast. Thank you, everybody, for logging on to the Keep It Moving show. The takeover, the DC takeover, is now over. Okay? All of the troops, ICE, everybody is gone, with the exception of DC National Guard, because Trump decided that it did so well bringing down crime in the District of Columbia that he's going to have the, I'm loving y'all this morning. I really am. I really am. He decided to keep the DC National Guard still, going on and on until December. Y'all, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Be still my heart. I love y'all. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Now, Will, I did hear that he was trying to bring it into New York, but he was also supposed to bring it in Chicago and bring it in Baltimore. And I guess he didn't want none of that. I guess he didn't want it. Maybe New York's governor is bringing it as well. But right now, he is focused on Memphis, Tennessee. Now, that's strange, right? Because Memphis is in a red state, but the mayor is black. So you do know that Trump is really targeting all the black mayors, right? See, Marion Muriel, that's her name, DC, Muriel Bowser was not able to really do anything because DC is not a state. They don't have a governor. They don't have a, they do have a congresswoman, Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton. She's a little up in age, so she's not really out there doing things as much as she should, and people now are really calling for her to step down and let somebody younger get into this because, we need people out there fighting, right? I'm loving these hearts. Who is doing it? So anyway, Mayor Bowser just let it go. Now let me read you the statistics for the takeover in DC. Check this out. Okay, so there has been a little more than 2,300 arrests. Out of the 2,300 arrests, the majority of them have been ICE. The majority of them were just, for the immigration, for the undocumented residents in this country. So they've only gotten 225 illegal guns off the street. Now, the reason why I kind of bring that out, I highlight the 225 guns in the street. I'm just loving y'all. I'm loving these hearts. Now, the reason why I highlight the 225 guns, because apparently, according to the administration, the crime numbers have gone down like 80 more percent. Trump, stop. You only arrested 2,300 people. You only got 225 guns off the street. Do you know how many guns are in the District of Columbia? I have 3 of them. But either way, I'm not in the District of Columbia. I'm in the Marylands, you heard. And so, and I'm licensed. So don't worry about it. You pull me over, I'm really good. Anyway, thank you guys for logging on to the Keep It Moving show. And Yvette, I love you. I love you, Yvette. Now, but what I will say, okay, the takeover is over. The DC National Guards is still here. I don't know what they're going to do, but thus far, all they're doing is picking up trash and wiping graffiti off of the walls. I mean, is that what the National Guard is here to do? I don't know. But I don't think so. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think so. But anyway, Donald Trump, damn it, I keep forgetting. 47 says the National Guards and the troops are coming to a city near you. Right now, this week, he's talking about Memphis. Last week, it was Chicago and Baltimore and Boston. And, this man is just all over the place, just trying to make sure that they do not release those Jeffrey Epstein files. Good morning, Hutch. So I want to thank you guys once again for logging on to the Keep It Moving show every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. Yvette, I swear, when I see you, I'm going to hug you so big and tight. Shout out to Connecticut, because I will be up there next month, guys. Where y'all at? Now, so before I continue moving, I want to mention something that I'm pretty sure all of you guys heard. Every time I get off the air, something big happens, and then I have to wait a whole 7 days to get back on the air. But you know what? I'm going to stop doing that, because now anytime something happens, I'm just going to jump on air like everybody else. I'm just going to flood the timeline. Anyway, so you know what, Yvette? I can't take him either. I really want to say something like really, really bad, but I don't want them to take me off air. Facebook is known for putting me in Facebook jail. Like, I am such a Facebook offender. So I will save it for later. But I do have something that I want to say about Trump. However, I keep it moving. And last Monday or Wednesday, I forgot what day. I think it was Wednesday. One of Trump's biggest supporters, and his name was Charlie Kirk. They are trying to use the word assassinated, but I just don't want to use that word. I'm going to say he was shot down. It's not funny. I'm not laughing that he was shot down, but I sometimes crack myself up. But anyway, yes, he was gunned down. I believe it was Wednesday. While he was speaking at a university in Utah. And he was talking, he was being asked questions about gun violence. And wouldn't you know that his last words were lies, like they all were, meaning his last words that he spoke was about gang violence. The journalist asked him, what was worse, the school shootings and then he picked up the microphone and he said gang violence. And as he said gang violence, he just went, oh. Well, okay, he didn't do that. I just did it. But Sorry. He didn't do that. I just did that. But he did get hit right here in the neck. I knew when I saw that that was over. I mean, there was no surviving that. I mean, your jugular, everything's, is right here. I knew there was no surviving that. Now, I will say this. I am not for the killing of a human life. I'm not. But life is in the power. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And when you speak negatively over and over and over and over, including lies, you make up lies, you say them, and you spew negativity and nonsense to so many people. There was so many people listening to Charlie Kirk that he started a movement. And the movement is not really good, because what he's doing is he's pitting people against each other. Now, Mr. Kirk, he had some not nice things to say about black women, about blacks in general, about transgender, let me just say the LGBTQ plus community. He's had a lot of things to say about everybody except for white people. Now, I will say this, and people hate when this happens, but I have white friends. I really do. I have white friends in Virginia. I have white friends in Connecticut. I have white friends here in Maryland. And, it's only like 5 white people in D.C. Well, not really. It's more. Gentrification is real in the District of Columbia, in Chocolate City. You hear me? Even though we're still the majority there, they're coming out the woodworks. They want to live in D.C. Ooh, they should be scared. But anyway, yes, I do believe that Charlie Kirk was a jerk. And, but just because he was a jerk, and just because he said a lot of jerk and asshole things, no one had the right to, decide to take his life. But, people need to watch what they say out of their mouths, because there are consequences for things that we say. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. Let me read a little bit of these notes. Let me see. Now they're targeting HBC schools. Yep. And it's amazing to see how many black people supported him. Ugh. Oh my God. It's so crazy. I'm gonna just keep it moving. But anyway, hey Rob, good morning. Now, I will say this, right? I'm going to get up a lot of people, like Charlie Kirk had a lot of people, and we're going to talk about having fun. No, but I did have a cause, and I still have a cause, and my cause was for reparations. I'm actually hearing a lot of that popping back up. Hey, listen, if they can spend money on a stupid military parade with squeaking tanks, they can pay us. Give us our 40 acres and a mule. I'll take 40 acres right now, right? I'll take 40 acres. Would you? I will say this. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a registered independent, and I have been for my entire voting life. But I really think that, there needs to be a change, because the Democrats don't seem to be tough enough, and the Republicans seem to be a little like over the top. So, I'm not really sure how this whole two system government works, but I think we need to do something else, because it just doesn't seem to be working. And I don't know what we're going to do, but everybody, please come out during the midterms, which is next November, not this November. Please come out during the midterms. Vote, vote, vote. And also, matter of fact, not only the midterms, I want you guys to get it popping and vote in your own cities, in your own counties, in your own municipalities, wherever you are, because there's a lot going on and we can stop it if we first start home. I mentioned that to you last week about leadership. Yvette, thank you, girl. I'm feeling so good, right? I'm feeling good. Now, before I keep it moving with that, I want to put a shout out to all the truck drivers out there, all the 18-wheeler drivers, all the delivery drivers. I want you guys to be careful because more and more and more I'm seeing how black truck drivers and black delivery drivers are being killed, especially black men. I'm going to need you guys, if you are not licensed and registered, to get licensed and registered. How y'all going to let them take y'all out like that? Come on. You know what's up and you know what's good. You know, give me some more hearts, yo. What's good? I'm telling you, black men, where y'all at? Don't let them take y'all out like that. You know, I mean, do we have to bring, listen, I've been waiting for the Black Panthers. I've been waiting for the Nation of Islam, you know. I've been waiting for all of this to come out and do some things. But we can't wait on that, guys. I asked once, I asked twice, 2 weeks in a row. Who are your leaders? Is it you? Are you a leader? Are you a leader in your life, in your home, in your community? Come on, guys. Watch out. Well, thus far, there have been, I think, 5 black men killed in North Carolina in sundown towns. Why the hell do we still have sundown towns? But we do. So you guys, you have to be aware of where it is you're driving. You have to be aware of everything. And you also have to be licensed and registered, y'all. Save yourselves. You know, as black women, you know, we're always out there saving you guys. I know I am. I'm every woman. It's all in me. And you to all the women, because we out there holding you guys down. So, you know, black men, step up a little bit more. I don't know if you guys need to get together and have like some sort of meeting, like when Kamala Harris was running for president. But you guys are going to have to do something. What say you, Solomon? Not licensed, but I'm okay. I hear that. I hear that. So anyway, it is 6:37 here on the East Coast of these United States. Thank you for logging on to the Keep It Moving show. And, you know, I'm doing this every Monday morning. I want to shout out to everybody that gets up and hangs out with me. I just really appreciate you guys. And we're going to have bigger things in store. One day, KRS-One and his wife Simone are going to answer the emails that I'm flooding them with to get KRS-One on my show. Listen, how long dem I steal our culture? Okay, yeah, so maybe if KRS-One hears me singing his songs, not only playing them in the background, but singing the songs, he'll come on the show. But in the meantime, I'll keep entertaining, because that's what I do. Let me see. That's right. Now I know my girl Sissy. I already know she good. So we're not even playing over there where she at. It's the Keep It Moving show. My name is the KIM. Sometimes they call me Kim. Sometimes they call me Miss Kim. I'm Kimberly, but I'm the KIM here on the Keep It Moving show. Let's talk sports. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, boom, boom, hey. Boom, 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 hey. Listen. Great week of football, right? Now, it started off Thursday with, I still want to call them the Redskins, but it started off Thursday with the Commanders and Green Bay Packers. Now, I was torn, right? Because I don't like the Commanders and I don't like Green Bay. But I am a fan of Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones. I just can't stand your ass. You just remind me of 47. I did leave the boys a little bit, sissy. I did a little bit. You know, it's like being in an abusive relationship. Sometimes you really have to muster up the nerve and the strength to leave. But then they just cook that dinner or they buy you a nice gift or something, and then you're stuck hanging in there with them for like another half a season. That's where I am. I'm stuck. But so I'm down with the Ravens too. I'm down with the Ravens. But you know, I just can't bring myself to wear anything that says anything other than Dallas. Although I love purple. So you know, if I put purple on, I'm shouting out the Ravens. So shout out what? I know. Listen, Solomon, I've already spit a little dirt on the Pittsburgh Steelers, so you and Robin can go ahead and wipe your little tears from the Pittsburgh Steelers losing. Wipe your tears, wipe your eyes. But the Dallas wait a minute, I was talking about the Redskins and Green Bay. Well, the Redskins lost. Maybe because they're called the Commanders. But the Command Bros lost. I was happy that they lost. But I was also not happy that Green Bay won. Because I'm mad at Jerry for getting rid of Micah. Now, what do? As you see, we let the Giants run 30 points on us yesterday. But we always letting people run up numbers on us. It's like the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan. Every time somebody comes into Madison Square Garden, they just have a phenomenal and historical game against us. Every single time. So every single time somebody goes into AT&T Stadium in Dallas, they have phenomenal games against us. Russell Wilson has not played this well since he was in the Super Bowl in Seattle. What was that, 5 years ago? No, longer than that. So shout out to Russell Wilson because I like him and I like Sierra and their little cute little family. But I thought that for the first time in 9 years, we were going to lose to the damn Giants. Now, the Giants hasn't won but 3 games in like 9 seasons. Shout out to everybody that likes the New York Giants. You guys are sucky. But I know who doesn't suck, and that's the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Aubrey. That man kicked a 64-yarder to get us into overtime so that we could come back and kick another field goal to beat the New York Giants in AT&T Stadium yesterday. I'm telling you, I love me some Tony Romo. Oh, where's Tony Romo? He's on CBS calling games. But I do love Tony Romo. But shout out to the Dallas Cowboys and their whole offense, the defense. Oh my God, I don't know what we're going to do. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens for once again scoring another 40 points on somebody. And this time not allowing them to rig their game and so the other team can come back and lose. Because you know that game was rigged, right? There's no way you score 40 points and you're up 15 and then you lose. Come on, guys. Well, now, Hutch, you are the Patriots. You're a Patriots fan. And I think you guys won yesterday, but that'll probably be the only game that you guys win as well. Shout out to the sucky New England Patriots. And speaking of New England Patriots, man, that Tom Brady looks good. Man, that Tom Brady. You know what? I'm not really I don't really like the other, people. I mean, like today. But I gotta say, Tony Romo and Tom Brady, man, those gentlemen, they looking pretty good, huh? So anyway, Philly and Kansas City played each other, right? Now they called that the rematch of the Super Bowl. I don't call it that because they weren't in the Super Bowl, so we can't call it a rematch. And Kansas City lost. Good, because I don't like Kansas City. I don't like anything about Kansas City except for my girl Nova Pearl. So shout out to her. But other than that, boo Kansas City, boo Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes, and especially the Reed family. Boo all of them. Boo to the people who own Kansas City. Boo all of you. But you know who I was interested in watching? Jacksonville Jaguars. Why? Because I wanted to watch Travis Hunter, and I wanted to watch how he and Lawrence, I forgot what the quarterback's first name is, but Travis Hunter and Lawrence, I wanted to see how they worked well together. Well, apparently they worked pretty well because they did score. But I forgot Travis plays two positions just like Dion. And Travis was actually the reason why they lost the game. He had a penalty on him, and Jacksonville Jaguars lost. So, oh well, y'all lost. We won. Tonight, I don't know who's playing Monday Night Football because I am so exhausted, and I have a lot of invoices to put out, so I don't even know if I'm watching the game tonight. But I want to shout out to the NFL because I am so happy that it is back on air, because Sundays I get so bored. So shout out to the NFL. Thank you for coming back. Now let's talk boxing. Let me drink. Okay. This is my homage to Wendy Williams, right? Now, Wendy, on her show, how you doing? Right? I can say that, right? I can say that because she always, Yvette, how you doing? How you doing? Yvette has been at like 100 Wendy Williams shows, and every time she was on the show, I always saw her. And I would take pictures of the TV just to show her that I saw her, and then I would forget to post the pictures of her on the Wendy Williams show. But anyway, this is my homage to Wendy Williams. I got my K-cup, and inside I got hot water with turmeric, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. And it does so good. I mean, I love it. Gives me a lot of energy. And that stuff. And you know, the vitamins and minerals, it does what it does. And then after I get off air, I go in there and take my spoonful of gosh, what is it called? Not soursop, sea moss. And I eat that too. But anyway, your girl is trying to be healthy. I mean, she is 58 years old, you know, 58 years old. So anyway, I want to stay looking halfway good. So I'm trying to do everything I can. So, I mean, because one thing, one of my clients, Mrs. Marion Wright Edelman, she told me getting old is not for punks. And I ain't no punk or no joke. I used to let the mic smoke, and then I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. Oh, come on, Rakim. Oh. So anyway, it is 6:49 here on the East Coast. Let's talk about the fight. Now, because I was doing invoices, I didn't see the first two fights, but I did see the second to the last fight with Mbelly and Lester, somebody, I forgot his name, but that was a great fight. When I tell you that was a great fight, that was great. I mean, these boys stood toe to toe and was wrecking with everybody. So I mean, that was a great fight, and it was called a draw. Now, it should have been a draw, even though I thought, you know, the African guy, I thought he pulled it out. But, you know, you really got to beat somebody for all three judges to say that you actually won. So, oh, Yvette, I have some great all-natural products to send. Yes, because I am all-natural, girl. Yes, I am. No makeup. Well, except for a little blush, a little eye, a little mascara, you know, a little lip gloss. No makeup. All of this is my natural hair. I know. You know, I swear. I swear I need somebody to do my hair. I need somebody to come here because I only go see Kenya Moore once every 2-3 months. And as you see, I need somebody in the Marylands. Shout out to all the natural girls. Now, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Bud and Canelo. When I say that fight was dope, man, that fight was so dope. Now, how many of you, let's see how many of you I can get to participate. Thumbs up with how many of you thought that Canelo Alvarez was going to win. Thumbs up. Let me know. How many of you thought Canelo was going to win? How many of you thought Bud was going to win? Thumbs up. Thumbs down. All around. Turn the smile to the, whatever. Okay, so nobody. But I will tell you, I really wasn't sure whether I thought Bud was going to win, right? Because his weight class is he's like 2 or 3 weight classes. Okay, yeah, y'all, I see you. He was 2 or 3, Bud came up. Wait a minute. Did he come up 3 weight class? I think 3 weight classes to fight Canelo. Now, the last fight I saw Terrence Crawford have was with Errol Spence. Now, I used to love Errol, you know, and I was really sad when he got into that car accident because he was never the same after that. The car accident was so vicious that he had torn some, his eye sockets. I mean, all kinds of, oh, you Solomon, I'm calling you the next time so so you can bet my money. Damn it, Solomon. You and your missus, you guys had a great anniversary then. Shout out to y'all. But I will say this. I did not think that Bud could win this. Now, I saw when he smacked Errol Spence in the face, I just thought Errol was a little not in position to fight, right? Because he had that accident. He had torn eye sockets. You know, he just looked like he was just not there mentally. So I didn't think that Errol should have fought. And if he had waited, which I don't really know how long he should have waited, because I don't think he's going to recover like like any other accident. That was a terrible accident that he was in. But anyway, shout out to Errol Spence. But Bud, you know, he whooped Errol pretty good. Now, moving on, keeping it moving to this fight, I just didn't think at first that Bud would be strong enough to beat Canelo, because you guys know that Alvarez, he got some hard punches. He's not playing. I mean, he comes in there, he knock you down, he knock you out. Right? But this fight, he wasn't doing any of that. Bud was standing toe to toe. Bud was letting him know who run the show. Bud, this Bud's for you. Now, I will tell you, for those of y'all that watched the fight, it was a very, very good fight. Bud was not afraid at all. He stood toe to toe with Alvarez. Alvarez, you know, he took a lot of punches from Alvarez, but he stood there 10 toes and put it down. And it was such a great fight. I was like, wow, 12 rounds. They stood in there and they fought 12 rounds. I enjoyed the fight. I wish I was there. Shout out to my girl, Retta Webster, because she was in the house. Her and her man, Sid Beckham, they were in the house. Now, I gotta say, I love Retta and Sid because they go everywhere. You hear me? They go everywhere. And they always go to those fights in Las Vegas. Matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be Vegas because they came to the Barclays Center. So shout out to those two lovebirds that's always traveling and doing some things. Love you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. I know we say that, but you know, you guys are always doing lovebird stuff. And I don't have lovebird stuff. I rose dolo from state to state. That's how I roll. Anyway, it's 6:55. It's the Keep It Moving show. Every Monday morning, I'm right here at 6:15 a.m. So I invite you guys to come back and have a good time with me. Invite your friends if you think they like silly stuff, you know. If you think they like, you know, hanging out and laughing early in the morning, getting yourself ready for the week. That's what I do. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. When I can talk right, I appreciate you all. So keeping it moving back to the fight, I always do that. I get distracted and I talk about something else, but I do bring it back, right? Keeping it moving, right? Keep it moving. I'm the KIM. That's what I do. But anyway, back to the fight. Now, I'm so glad to have watched that fight, right? And I don't know, but maybe they'll try to fight again. I think it'll be a great fight if they try again. But let me tell you what happened after the fight. This was the best part of the fight to me. Now, after the fight was over, they all had a press conference. Those of us that watch sports and stuff, a lot of people just don't stay, don't continue to watch it, you know, but if you continue to watch it, you'll see after they finish, they have press conferences, the family is around, they talk about the fights and stuff like that. Well, after the fight, they go into, gosh, what am I going to say? Terrence Crawford went into Canelo Alvarez's dressing room when he was having his press conference, and he gave his little baby daughter a high five. And with the classiest thing that you can ever see in your life, you can ever witness in your life, Terrence Bud Crawford handed Alvarez his belts back. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but at the end of the fight, since Terrence won, he already had 2 belts. Let me read this. Terrence is now the new undisputed super middleweight champ. He went up 2 weight classes. The new undisputed super middleweight champ. Yeah, I knew I wrote that down right. Super middleweight champ. And for the first time, there's no one who has gone up and won belts in over 3 weight classes. But Terrence Bud Crawford did his thing. Now, afterwards, I was talking about this. He went into the dressing room during his conference, his press conference, and he handed Canelo back his 4 belts. Now, that was awesome. Now, I gotta say, one reason why he did it, because he was getting his own specially made. You know, that's what happens. The WBA or whomever owns boxing now, they give them their own specially designed belts. And so Terrence gave Alvarez back his belts. I just thought that was really cool. I thought it was very classy. Class act from Terrence. And I think according to Terrence, it might be his last fight. It may be. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I know what I think about Terrence Crawford. We should have many more people with the grace that Terrence Crawford had. That was so dope. I really enjoyed it. Nobody has my respect more than Terrence Bud Crawford at this moment. So I don't know. Maybe I should call him and try to get him on my show. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm always trying to get somebody on the show. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm wondering why people are texting me and they know I'm on my show. I don't know. Maybe they want me to shout them out. But anyway, I want to shout out to everyone watching me on Facebook Live, everybody watching me on TikTok, even though TikTok doesn't let me post if it's more than an hour. I want to shout out to everybody that goes on to YouTube and finds me, right? Because YouTube, it is really hard to find my show there. But if you guys can check me out on YouTube, it is the Keep It Movin'. Not with a G, not moving, moving. The Keep It Moving show with the KIM. Hopefully you guys find it. You'll see my big fat face on there smiling and stuff like that. And so you'll know it's me. But if you guys cannot catch me at 6:15 a.m. every Monday, just go on over to YouTube and watch the show because I upload it afterwards, okay? Yeah. Sort of like that. So shout out to everybody. Now, I have a question because I'm starting with StreamYard next week. But I'm wondering if you guys are having problems with the feedback on this live. I'm wondering. If yes, put your thumbs up. If no, don't say nothing. Well, it is now 7:01 in the a.m. here on the East Coast. And again, I want to shout out to the King of the Hill, the new King of the Hill, Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, I want to keep it moving talking about boxing, right? Because boxing has become a little like wrestling. Like, sorry guys. Ugh. Sorry guys. Ugh, that was terrible. Boxing has become a little like wrestling. And it's really getting on my nerves. Now, what's really getting on my nerves, and I know you guys are going to throw thumbs ups and hearts for this. Coming up, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. Now, normally, I would be so amped for a Mike Tyson fight or a Floyd Mayweather fight. But an exhibition fight with them two fighting each other, I am just not interested. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not interested. Mike Tyson, although I am a big Mike Tyson fan, and I did go out with Mike Tyson before. I'm going to tell you this. I'm loud. But I'm going to tell y'all that story before. I did go out with Mike Tyson before a couple times. I'll tell you the story. And then I'll tell you the story about how Naomi Campbell dissed me, right? Naomi. Anyway, yes, the beautiful Naomi Campbell. But anyway, so Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is having an exhibition fight coming up. And it's really interesting. Now, Solomon, you say Mike is too old. Now, you know, I think that too. Mike is a little older than me, right? And I'm 58. I think Mike might be 59 or 60 years old. Either way, you know, I'm still out there busting them too. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he really that old, Solomon. I don't know. But I will tell you this, right? Him and Floyd doing an exhibition fight, I'm not really interested. The one thing I will say, and you know, people don't like that I say this, but I don't give a damn what people don't like when I say, because we can say whatever we want to say. Well, sort of, without getting consequences behind it. But I will say this. I don't like how Mike and Floyd. Here I am checking somebody's pockets, watching somebody's pockets. But I don't like the way they have treated the black community once they became so astronomically rich. I mean, at one point, Mike Tyson had $300 million and he blew it. How do you blow $300 million without helping out people that you know, or, people helping out the neighborhood, building apartments, starting businesses, giving people jobs? How do you blow $300 million and then you get another 300? Well, I don't know if he got another 300 million, but I know he at least got another 30 million. Those were only 2 times. Mike Tyson has gotten millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. For what? Floyd Mayweather, millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and he spends it. Listen, okay, you do what you want to do. I know. It's your money. You earn it. You do what you want to do. When you spend money getting BBLs for women, as opposed to going into the neighborhoods and open up community centers and allowing the kids to come in and learn boxing, or put them in positions where they learn discipline, give them etiquette schools, something, anything. It just makes me upset. And yes, Mike is a very nice person. However, the decision making sometimes, I love Mike too. I do. But I just had to call it like I see it, But Mike and Floyd are having an exhibition fight. If you guys, I'll tell you what, the only way I'm going to see the fight is if it's the next day, or somebody throws a fight party in the daytime and it's free. That's the only way I'm going, because I will not purchase another Mike Tyson fight, nor will I purchase another Floyd Mayweather fight. I just won't. Speaking of fights, another fight that I probably won't watch. Now, I love this kid, Gervonta Tank Davis, out of Baltimore. I love Gervonta Davis, right? I don't know if you guys remember this, and I'm going to share it, so I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Those of you that used to watch the mini-series called The Wire. The Wire is out of Baltimore, if you guys didn't know. And during The Wire, right before the show went off, there was a man who was, he used to be a drug dealer, and I think he started doing drugs as well. And when he came home from prison, he didn't want to sell drugs anymore. He wanted to help the kids he wanted to help the kids get off the street. And so he started boxing and teaching the kids how to box. And during that show, that was Coach Cal, in case y'all didn't know. And Coach Cal just happens to be little Gervonta Davis's mentor, father, and coach. And this is how I learned of who Gervonta Davis was, from watching The Wire and Coach Cal. So shout out to Baltimore. They do big things up there. They don't only have the best crab cakes and crab legs, but they have good athletes. But anyway, so from that point, I became a Gervonta Davis fan, because he was 5 years old, 6 years old, boxing, right? So I loved it. Now, Gervonta has been getting in a little trouble lately. I think he beat up his baby's mother and something like that. Come on, guys. But he is also having a fight coming up against none other than Mike Tyson's buddy, Jake Paul. Now, I don't know if you guys want to watch that fight, but I don't want to watch that fight either. I mean, come on, Tank. There are so many boxers out there that really want to fight you, that you could really fight and it could be a great fight. But you want to fight Jake Paul? Excuse me, guys. Good grief. But you want to fight Jake Paul? Jake Paul's not a boxer. Matter of fact, I think Jake Paul was a wrestler or MMA wrestler or something. I don't know. I don't know who Jake Paul is. And I don't like Jake Paul, and I don't like Jake Paul's brother. And as a matter of fact, they booed Jake Paul's brother at the fight. I booed him, and I wasn't even at the fight. But anyway, so we have a couple other exhibition fights coming up. Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather, and Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. I don't know if you guys are interested, but I'm not. I'm just going to sit around and wait for football to come back. Hey, what's up, Lloyd? Let me see. Tank needs to fight the last dude that beat his ass. Who, Roach? Now, you know, that was a great fight, Lloyd. Now, I don't think Roach actually beat his ass, but I think that was the closest that anybody has come to beating Tank. And it was so great, right? Because Tank is from Baltimore, Roach is from D.C., and you guys know it's an hour apart. And, you know, I think they're beefing. It was like an old town beef, sort of like, I don't know, like the Bronx and Brooklyn or something. I don't know. But either way, they fought when they were kids. They fought in Golden Gloves, and they fought at Barclays Center. I thought that they were fighting again, Lloyd. But I just saw the other day that Gervonta is fighting this Jake Paul guy. So I don't know about you guys, but again, I'm not really interested. If you guys are interested, let me know. Nah, you ain't gotta let me know, because 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be watching anyway. It's the Keep It Moving show. I am your girl, the K-I-M. It's 7-Eleven. Hey. 7-Eleven. 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 Go to heaven. You know what? Why don't we own 7-Elevens? Why is it all the Middle Eastern people owning 7-Elevens? I mean, Lloyd, why don't you own a 7-Eleven? Solomon, why don't you guys own 7-Elevens? I don't know. But you know what I'm tired of seeing? I'm tired of seeing everybody else's community getting so ahead, owning everything in our neighborhoods, and we don't own as much of our neighborhoods as we should. I'm telling you, I just don't like it. It's 7:12. Y'all know I only have 3 minutes on the line. But I do appreciate you guys for getting up so early in the morning, hanging out with me every Monday morning. I hope you guys continue to do so, because it's just going to get better and better and better and better. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm talking about. It's the Keep It Moving show. It is time for me to get up out of here. I hate when that happens, but I want you guys to remember to have a great week, okay? I want you to remember to take your deep breaths inside. I mean, not inside, but take your deep breaths all day, every day. Breathe in like smelling the roses and blow out the candles. I want to also shout out to my girl Keena Bryant and New Solutions Services. You guys go on there. It is free. She has a free 4-module outline on how you can level up in your career. I also want to shout out to my girl Yvette Murtha. You know, Yvette, I hope you go by that last name, Yvette. I really hope you do. So, what up, Mr. Hoskins? So, I want to just share this. Yvette has some natural products coming out. She's going to send them to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on and I'm going to show it, just like I did the snail snot. Now, I will tell you, I did use the snail snot for a couple of weeks, and it started breaking out my face a little bit, but I'm wondering if that's because the impurities was coming out. I don't know, but I think I'm going to go back in and I'm going to use the snail snot again and see what happens. Let me know. Have a great week, everybody. It's the Keep It Moving show. I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you guys next week. No. I'm going to see you guys when I come back on. We're going to talk about it. Hey, it's the Keep It Moving show. Oh. Oh. Hey, have a great week, everybody. Let's go. It's KRS-One. Closing out the Keep It Moving show. Love y'all. I don't own the rights. I don't own the rights.